the vision that you both had, given what was implemented, do you feel that we are on the right path, or are we doing better than what we envisioned? Or are the missing pieces that we probably put on a pause because we have to take care of other basic stuff?
Yeah, one of the things that, first, as I mentioned, that thing that I've been asked about. What I said earlier was that one of the things is, we need a forum for people to come, share, network. But we all know Rome was not built in a day. So, look at Startup Fest in 2007 in Bangalore to where it is now. So, one of the things we absolutely wanted was constancy. Like, can we be persevering enough to say, let's keep it going? So, that is one thing achieved. Two,
We achieved consistency.
yeah, so thanks to Ahab. And the other thing which I felt that where we actually need to build a lot more into this content is how do you start a marketing startup Saturdays in a manner that we have mentors coming in, we have some experts who will be able to guide some of the youngsters who say, I've seen a couple of times Srinivas pointing out, they wanted to try out X, Y, and Z platform. He says, why don't you try something else? So we need to build that a network and mentors. That if we start building that, have people come, have the youngsters. I keep calling you youngsters, please believe me. I'm in that age where I can do that. We need to have that mentoring sessions. We need to have some more guidance sessions, and also see how actually we can look at financing some of the ideas. So, for people who say we have a bright idea, doesn't matter if it comes from Ahab or Grameen or Vignan or any of the incubation centers or X, Y, or Z, that we need to start pushing a little more. So once we actually have that cycle going, I think this forum will start getting better.
From what I heard so far, your vision was to have a platform for networking and to get sharing going, knowledge sharing
In the sense that startups need to also integrate some amount of work at the rural area. That is exactly where my point is. I'm still striving for that. This is still baby steps. 1 year is not a long time. It is a long time, but in the grand scheme of things, we are still making baby steps. As I said, we were constant about running this, but we know now we need to move to the next level, which that's where the idea we're trying to see what facilitation can Grameen incubation do so that we bring that uh, what do you say focus on rural and urban.
While this has been happening, while we are building startup pathways over the last year, making it a forum for networking and getting to know each other and getting to enable some of those resources in the ecosystem and building the ecosystem, Srinivas and Ganesh added a different dimension. Given that we are on a university, this is what I learned today. Given that we are on a university campus, we have a huge resource in students, and they have a big need in terms of learning and growing. So these two are connected by Srinivas. Startup Atlas is a forum, was useful for startups, and then students need to be part of it. In the process, they will learn how to do a lot of different things. And Danish is an exemplar, standing right in front of you, how he grew up through the process. So we are killing so many birds with the same shot, so to speak.
I just have one more point. So what I have seen, being having what most of the students, the young generation, the startup teachers, that's it, is that the mistake is not theirs for having an urban perspective. They are from lot of players in the city, they are studying in the city, so they shouldn't, they couldn't have the rural connect. So it's been almost about 8 to 9 months since I've been trying to say, can we have a large concept? Can we bring in that focus? How do we look at many of the examples across the country where people have used technologies, market, what we are talking about, and also have it rural credit. So finally, I'm very happy with you that next Saturday we'll be having a conference calling Enterprising Bharat, wherein we are trying to get speakers across India who have worked or are working on something different other than technology or AI or whatever most of the students are talking about. So this is an open forum. We have Sanjay Anandram, who is one who started the network of Indian Cultural Entrepreneurship Fund. We're trying to get Professor Shivu Prasad, who started as one of the NGOs and became a professor at Xavier Institute, and then been very closely associated with a lot of farmer producer organization studies, and he teaches at IRMA. He's coming through. And we're having Ram, who started a non-banking financial company called Rangde for social entrepreneurs support, and then a host of other startups in the region and who are working as non-technical startups.
When is this happening?
Next Saturday at Children's Theatre, Voda Children's Theatre from 10 to 6. So this is to build a perspective, give a perspective for students to start thinking differently, and also have a kind of a workshop where students can actually go through a process. How do you identify an entrepreneurial idea? So it's a workshop kind of in between, and we are also taking it to the next Monday also, so that it's a two-part session for that. How do you get an entrepreneurial idea? How to zero down onto an entrepreneurial idea? So the idea behind is, how do you take startup Saturday to the next level? How do you build a perspective for younger generations to say and widen their horizons, widen their perspective, so that they may start to think differently than what they're used to.
So that we can get that word out.
What next should we be doing? That's the effort.
So we can get that word out through what was also built along the way as Startup Saturdays was evolving. Ganesh and the team of students who were organizing this saw the need for a club. And with the help of our hub, they started something called E4 Club. That is another milestone that we achieved through this last year. So, great job for putting together E4 Club. The E4 Club has currently how many? 150, 180 members? 150 members across campus. Like we say, AHAB is sector agnostic, E4 is discipline agnostic. Anybody from any discipline across the university can join.
Oh, that way, discipline.
Yeah, that way discipline. We are not disciplined. We are not indisciplined. Everybody comes with discipline. We are not. So anyway, anybody from any discipline across the university are welcome to join, and we see people from all disciplines participate in our activities. E4 does a lot of different things, and primarily students run the show with support from our hub. We do ideathons every second Thursday of the month. We have hackathons, which our hub organizes with partners, alpha partners and others, but many students participate. And we have, we recently started a tracking club. That is happening. Ashraf is leading that. And Danish has been coordinating all that, and now new leadership is taking on. So with all that happening, E4 Club is a beautiful addition to what we've been doing, continuing the work of Startup Saturdays. And things like these announcements, we have a WhatsApp group, like everything else, so we can pass this word and other announcements through that WhatsApp group of E4. There are many students engaged. With that, going to the next step, I want to you expect the question from Srinivas. Well, now that you mentioned, I wouldn't let you, so please answer.
Oh, God. This is like
You like your own.
waking up the donkey and giving it.
Okay, well, you don't have to if you don't
No,
know.
that's okay.
Yeah, okay. Things that are you happy was the question, right? Happy for a few things and not so happy for a few things. Of course, it's a mixed reaction, mixed bag. Uh, Happy because the idea was also to let, okay, one is the Hacker Forum that's there. We had full house, we had empty seats, we had everything ups and downs. But I also wanted the way in which we are also building our hub is largely for people interested in starting up because they say startups is celebrating failures. So it's also for these young guys to come, try out things. No problem if their mistakes happen because thanks to Srinivas for putting, of course, the structure that was required. He made them get on stage, do the MC stuff. Now I know Divakar is doing it for today, but most of the time it was the students. They were okay if they do mistakes, so that's what we tell them. It's okay, go ahead, commit mistakes. You're okay. This is your head is not going to be chopped off. So nobody is going to judge you. So go ahead, but with a clause that don't repeat. So that was what it was. I think that we were successful. If you're asking, we probably had about 3-4 batches of interns coming in, going out. Most of them again settling down. I think just now, right now. Oh, where is she? Oh, yeah, she could. Who are you with? Because you keep moving. Which startup are you with? Oh, okay, you were prior to that you were with Shreya. So that's what. So we when they come to a certain level of majority of people to handle things, they are picked up by the startups. That's also good progress that I think happened. Like most of them got picked up by the startups and they've settled out. Like Gayatri is with Chipmantra, most of them they've been able to get into startups. And another success story is, of course, Danish. Been here for about a year and a half, and then he got pulled into Ahab as an employee. So the suffering continues. So he cannot. So he's not allowed to. I'm sorry, he cannot escape it. So it's become part of his life now. So that's I think a little bit of good things. Also the visibility that I think around uh, was consistently. You find a lot of things that happen in the university, but there's a one-off things, some conference here, one thing there, it is done and not that, and then so something that's been happening consistently. We did even when Narayan Murthy was on the campus, we could still pull off about 30-40 people meets. That was something. I think there's some level of consistency that's coming. So that's there. Uh, Not happy or would want something better is our dream of or would love to have is things like can it get bigger? Can more people be? See, this is intended for want to be entrepreneur students, anybody who wants. But there is a when you go out, everybody talks. See, the problem I know. Alok, he's been witness to all those stuff. They say nothing happens in Vizag. इधर कुछ नहीं होता है यार, ये बेकार का जगह है, all that stuff. But when things happen, nobody turns up. So that's also there. So that's the unhappy part. So they're not part of this. We're not asking them to come and contribute. That does a great job there. But at least when you say is there a network of people coming together and meeting, and there were a lot of examples. I know. I see. I also encourage things like this could be conflict of employment, but I don't care because he's part of a startup. He runs his own startup too. He works with me, and he works on his own startup. I have absolutely no issues there. So that freedom is there. So you would expect a lot of these people who say, okay, we need a place where we network, we exchange. So there was a lot of business that people did because of this forum. He knows that this data. I know we're not like VNA where we did not capture it in numbers. Yes, but yeah, he's become a co-founder. Then he started off his own startup. So there were some stories that come out of this, which is good. But there's also that we would need more of that. Today morning, a bunch of about 60 people from Gayatri Vidya Plan. So they are all part of something, their Institution Innovation Council, people wanting to be part of doing something different. Maybe a few of them having great ideas wanted to be. They are missing, so we try and get them. Like even we give business like there's these guys from Aquascape. What's their name? Srinivas would know the Aquascape guys. Hamza and those guys have come and I said, okay, cost about $1.5 lakh. I said, I will experiment, set it up in Ahab. Yeah, finally they couldn't give me a proper quote. So that they do aquascape, 6 to 8 feet aquarium with their different aquascapes of avatar sort of a thing where rocks are hanging. Sort of, I've given them as aquascape and I said, go ahead, experiment, I'll pay. But business also got generated, but I know if you were able to do it. But unfortunately, not many students who say that we are interested, want to get into this startup thing, and all this stuff, coming and showing that little bit of that intent isn't there. I think that's something that's a little bit missing. Would love more people to take advantage of the forum and come together because we always say, right, we've fallen behind Hyderabad and all this stuff. That you can only catch up if people come together. So that I think is the big missing thing. If you have that strength of people together, a few things that are happening. There's so many things that we are doing. Just to name a few, for which I'll finish. I know I'm taking a lot of time. It's good that you're doing it as a stand-up thing rather than making people put chairs and make them sit because they keep on talking. So
That's
you should have not even given this support to. So if you should have not even given the ability to support themselves, otherwise they will say enough because they feel the pain themselves. So, okay, best practice, note it down. So let's do meetings only
We are
stand
at
up.
the age we need support to stand.
Okay, so yeah, if you're talking of big things, July 29th and 30th, hackathon on renewable energy. August 5th, yeah, that's 9th. August 5th, Google I/O extended Vizag 2023, about 300 Google developers. August 9th, Bio Health MedTech Hackathon with Ideathon at AMTZ with complete sponsorship from AMTZ and TI. Okay, I'm also part of TI, so that's I'm just talking about things like that. There's continuous host of events. Big thing is since I'm also the president of TI Andhra Pradesh, which we rechristened it as TI Vizag. We're going to have the TiCon because only the big cities used to have TiCons. TI is world's largest entrepreneurial ecosystem. It's about 2,500, 3,000 charter members by invite. You have Elon Musk or Bill Gates, all these guys part of that. So they are the people usually who they do the opening remarks and all that stuff. Because the Thai Global Summit is attended by the who is who of the world. It happened in Hyderabad last year. This year it's Singapore. Next year, I think in between we're doing one at Rio de Janeiro. So it's 62 chapters across the globe. Headquartered, Kanwal Reiki is the brainchild in the 90s that it got started. So it's about 62 chapters now. We are trying to get the Vizag chapter more active. We got our office set up in AMTZ. AMTZ came forward. Jitendra Sharma is given free space, a 10 crore corpus fund, all the expenses from that interest implement. He's given 3 people. Now again, I brought in the Mr. Perfect Srinivas as my teammate is the executive director. Is silently sitting there in the Thai Vizag now. So a lot of this thing. The TiCon is happening on the October 15th, October 14th. Google Developer Group GDG meet. What else? Anything big things that I missed? Yeah, the big things are. I think this is exciting things for the new age, the new millennials. An EV and a drone. What do you call it? Race. I, huh? EV challenge. It's basically EV. The specifications that will be given, payloads and other stuff, and then it's a decathlon sort of a thing, right? Then that's with the drone. Okay, I next. That's what told. So
There will be
EV,
announcements in it.
okay, EV challenge. We are calling it EV challenge. Right? Yeah. Then there's a drone. This thing. In task, the different drone manufacturers will be given to do, including drone races and other stuff. So these are all the things that we're trying to do because deep tech is also a thing. But would love to few things that we have done, taking forward. Indo-Dutch Commission finally said, first level Netherlands, they said okay, said okay, which is, so we're going beyond the boundaries now. Startups are doing everything to go beyond the boundaries of University and Vizag. We're going to have about a greenhouse and about 10 acres of land. We started with pepper and coffee. We're getting a 10, likely to get the 10 crore grant. The final stages are there. So which got changed when I met the PUM the team, the consultant, and he suggested we went with three groups: either coffee, pepper, turmeric, ginger, and the third one was jackfruit and pineapple. Looks like it will be jackfruit and pineapple value addition, and then because there's a lot of I think you know better. There's a lot of wastage of overproduction by production of so value addition, whether it's like jackfruit in powder form is not available, which somebody in Kerala is not doing it. It's got like a lot of great effects for diabetic people and stuff. So there are things that so things are happening. We would love so with that I would say we want more and more people. We would like more people to come and be part of this whole ecosystem. So we need more helping hands too. We need a lot of things. I know this man out here, thanks. He's come to recruit me, but it happened the other way around.
My bell rang, but my phone was on silent, so your time is up.
So thank you. So yeah, please come and join us. We would need more people and take advantage of this. That's the only request or sort of request from us. Thanks for.
While you're at it, while you're standing right there, I want you to stand for a few more minutes. So, in recognition of what was achieved by a team of students who came in here to learn, but learned and also taught a lot of us a lot of things in that process, Ahab would like to give them a little something. So, Ravi, can you? Yeah, yeah. Can you please join Ravi here to congratulate the students who worked so hard to make it a forum that we all share now. And I'd like to call upon one by one, and I will read some names that are not currently here because they are gone in their careers, they are moving on different places. Some of them found a career and a home in the place that they are now. So we have four of them here, but I'll read all the names. Those of you who are here, please come on up the stage and take your letter of appreciation and recommendation and deliver here. Danish Dodi. Martin Rachuri or Martin Bro. Mate Gnano Vijay Vinay Teja or Vinay Bro. Then we have Meghna Sanapala. I can call Meghna Bro. And others who did not have
Bro is actually not gender agnostic.
Okay,
My daughter calls me bro and all that stuff. It's not even its gender, so my parents are also become bro.
others who couldn't join us but helped equally are Tota Parthu Manoj, Pujita Mallapureddy, Pavani Dunna, Pratibha Rimal, Gayatri Kasamneni, Raghuvi Burra, and Ikram Ullah Ibrahim. Thank you all for doing so much for Startup Saturday. Now we'll move to the last.
One quick input to that. Good thing is it's a clear mix of people from different parts of India and abroad. Like Pratibha is from Nepal, Ikram is from Afghanistan. So we have people from different districts. That's also a big part of having a very mixed.
And there's good mix of gender, there are all kinds of, there's no, I guess we are agnostic to everything. So as long as we're productive, we're good, we're a happy group. And we were productive for the last year. So we have about 15 minutes. I would like to take the next 10 minutes asking for reflections from the group, people who are sitting here, people who've been part of this forum for a while. If you can share your thoughts. I thought he was going. Maybe he's excited. He's going out to screen.
So he's my classmate.
So I know some of you have been here or been part of this group for a long time, and many times you've been here. So if you don't volunteer, I'm going to call upon you.
Ask people to order people to volunteer like Alu.
Kind of where I was getting at, but yes. Please share your thoughts. Please give us some feedback. Please give us some ideas on how we can change things, how we can improve things. Because there are lots of things that can be improved. We all know that anything can be improved. So anything that we can add to the experience, anything that we can change in any way, please share your thoughts. Or any questions. Go ahead. Oh,
Hi, I'm an alumni of Harvard University, 2012 to 16 batch, and as I see, we were completely unaware. This was pre-zero, so no awareness of all startup. I don't think I didn't have the startup really started maybe at the end. So I guess it has changed now, but I wonder how much of it percolated because I don't know how many of them are in the Ahab anywhere are from the engineering students. Are there any of them? What is it that we could do to reach out to them, maybe take the discussion into the classrooms? Because we often had discussion classes, canteen, so startup too. So never really materialized, or no one took us seriously back then. Of course, even we didn't take them seriously. But now it's the time like we have the platform. I think everybody would love to support that coming from the students. I think like what is it that you guys, if you have any plans, or what is it that can be done so that the discussion goes to the class from the students?
we have plenty of plans, and we have been implementing plenty of them already. So I can quickly go through the entire gamut of things, but the best thing would be for you to stop by Ahab and see what all we do because there isn't enough time to go through. As you saw, there were 4 students we just congratulated. All of them ran the show before we had a team of employees. It was practically run by students, led by Ravi, who's the CEO. So students are very involved. We have a lot of engineering students, a lot of other branches students come by, and many of them are interns with companies at our. We run a lot of programs which are led by students. So Vinay, sitting in the end, who's taking pictures of the event now, his second semester, first year, second semester, CSE student. He's been with us since he heard Ravi speak in his class or somewhere, and he just spends all his time other than to sleep and go to the required classes. He's at our house. So we're very well supported by students and we're very involved with students.
We have numbers.
Just for staff, we really need the help of alumni network. That's something that's been dead in this institute. Just for your numbers, we have 2 active incubation centers. Under Ahab. Ahab is the overall structure. Under that, we have our own incubation center now, and the NASCOM Center of Excellence for AI and IoT. Together, 119 startups as of today. 111 of them revenue generating numbers. And if you're talking, there are a lot of skill development activities like Sand Logic, one of these things does 6 months every Saturday training on AI and IoT. Like that, many startups do these things. Then we currently are, if your other numbers are, we are about
49,000 square feet of incubation space, which is operational. Eventually, the idea is to have 2 lakh square feet. Already, we have 1 lakh 10,000 square feet built up, another 40,000 given. We are into tech, pharma, bio, genomics, marine, yeah, yeah, defense. Yes, we have all these things coming up. 60,000 square feet of pharma incubation and bio incubation ready. Multiple things that are happening. So we would love to have the alumni because that's the strength of any institute. And it's not for money. It's basically for the knowledge. Uh, it's for, and we've also started getting in, like, if you see here, I know we're pretty old, archaic, but it is all of us are alumni. Whether it's Divakar or it's me, whether it is what do you call it, Srinivas, we're all alumni coming back and trying to do something. But we would like to have young blood like you coming, and whenever you are, maybe if you're outside, come in, just come in and then come in and just talk to a class. Okay, so love to have this thing. There are a lot of things, as you said, drop in. We would be more than happy to welcome you. And I think even the alumni thing is now trying to get active. They started asking, well, how do we get people more active? Thanks for the question.
Achievements because of startup was taken out of marketing.
Yes, otherwise startups is important, especially for Vizag guys, it's more suitable. So previously, me and Alok, and so we tried a lot different things, and successfully we have done few things. And as startup started as also now is like rolling. So the consistency is more important. So connecting the network is more important. So that's really great. So celebration of 1 year is really great. So we need going forward. What we need to do is like uh, the educational institution connection is more important because uh, if I am if just like even I am discussing with the student, so they have completely scheduled their schedules with the training sessions and few of unnecessary things, and they are trying to pack their time schedule. Even I have a few interns and some other startups also I'm mentoring. The problem with the colleges are fully packed in their schedule. They are not giving an opportunity to uh, like take some time out of it. Maybe because of their college schedules and major disadvantage from the colleges are they don't have proper schedule. Any college don't have a proper schedule. Yearly calendar or whatever the academic calendars are not available for any college. Even you name it, any college in Vizag, no engineering college have a proper.
Maybe we can.
That's ready. I'm telling you, we have to take this seriously. Why? Because that's the reason they are unable to schedule their time or to go for a training or to go for a startup or anything because of this. So even yesterday also when I'm discussing with 10 startups, so there is the thing is they schedule 10 days training from morning the afternoon 1 to 7 o'clock. 10 to 1 to 7 o'clock. Actually, we planned this 1 month uh, for data release. So I have reserved a schedule from the US, one of the known person. So we scheduled everything, and he planned his moving from New York to Dallas. So everything is scheduled. So unfortunately, so this is a mandatory.
So from our end, from Startup Saturdays end, because this is a useful forum for many students, what we probably should consider is how can we offer this as like a for credit, not exactly for credit like a course, but somehow this should count for something for students for attending.
So
Because this
that's
is
the
not
mandate. We
session.
have to talk. Like previously, we have discussed about this with the CA also, because they want an internship, they want a mark, but that's happened to for an internship. But now internship is a mandatory for them. But most of the engineering colleges are selling the internship from the colleges itself.
It's also,
It's all done as sold internship. So somehow we are trying to bring the change in the system, but unfortunately everything is, so we have to tighten the rules.
Yeah, I think I have the two people out there because in the university what we made is IPR, we made it mandatory. So IPR is mandatory this thing across all colleges in the university, all eight constituent colleges. That's been made but I think something on the entrepreneurship side, something on this side should be made because today you're not looking at only jobs for everybody to entrepreneurship. I think we will take this and two is probably doing it across the state, go to actually and then try to.
Yes,
I think this is a
at
good
least
thought.
we have to take this point. Otherwise, if he wants to start in a startup, then he don't have any time in the his calendar.
No, but you can take a break as per the listing
No,
NEP.
no
You can
chance.
take a break and then come back, right?
The college, professors, and every agenda is like an bombarding. If he is not, is he completely absent students, they can't go.
This is a problem for probably another sessions that we should discuss, and this is
We have
a
to bring the
No,
knowledge.
we bring in the academicians, the
Right.
big guys, the
We have
deans
to bring
and
them and we have
principals,
to
and then the yeah, like let's do it with AppSheet one call.
since we have about 5 minutes left, let's move to the last part of our session. Oh,
So I'm Dr. Lakshmi. I'm from a B school. To add to Satish's comment on academic calendar, I don't know about engineering colleges, but management schools they have scheduled, they have a clear academic calendar where you can add or squeeze in some kind of additional programs of entrepreneurship and other things. So, what if we extend this to B schools also? Since the people usually think that the startups are for engineering background students only. Uh, did you try B schools calling it or squeezing in B business?
a large percentage of the students that we are continuing to appreciate here are from management.
All of them are from B school. Of the four that were standing there, everybody is from a B school.
Okay.
Yeah, there are many engineering students, but many of these folks who ran the show for the last year were from the management program.
But yeah, sad to say that most of them are not. Call them. We have 450 students just down the road. Not many of them turn up for this. They're not. They talk, but when it comes to reality, it's a different story.
They usually think there is a notion that
Right,
the
but-
startups are
but as
for
I said-
engineering backgrounds.
As I said, this is a problem for another forum. We are,
It's about the interest and passion that should connect.
we are running out of time for today. So let's continue this conversation because it is a longer conversation and it can be contentious conversation. Let's move on
We want to
the
go to
agenda.
other because it's immersive.
I haven't spoken at various forums for a long time. I don't think there is anything more to it now.
Now
As much as I would love to hear from him, I know that he's going to voice his opinion when the time comes because he's always there. So let's move to the last 3 minutes. We have an open mic as we always do. It's a tradition at Startup Saturdays. Let's do an open mic for 3 minutes. Anybody wants to this is for sharing your thoughts and suggestions on how we can further improve these meetings.
Hi everyone. Basically, these kind of platforms we are talking about as startups, how we can bring the students. It's not for that also. Um, I can see these kind of platforms are more important for the students. If you can take the students more, I'll tell you, I'm in the IT for the last 2 decades, and whenever you work in the companies, it's not every time you use these kind of platforms for starting your startups. You work for the MNCs, you have to play different roles where you have to interact with the clients, where you need to add business to the company. That is when how you're going to get that kind of experience. I think these are the platforms which we can use to pitch in. That like Srinivas sir every time he says,
people should able to talk, stand there, and able to address what exactly they want to express. Okay, these are the skills which you want not going to get it from your academics. There are challenges whether you from a BS, a B school, or anything. Everybody cannot stand on the stage and they can express it. And this kind of a platform is really helpful. Thanks to you people who have really started these things. And you say that you're not able to see that kind of success. Believe me, I'm the person. This is my third startup I started. When I started my first startup in 2009, it was a traditional approach. We do not have these kind of platforms where we can go and express our startup ideas. Back in 2016, when we started, we approached T hubs and they given a slot. After 2 years, we can come. After 2 years, my idea will be vanished. I do not get an investors where I can also want to discuss about my idea whether it is successful or failure. When I came back here, thanks to Ramraj, who introduced me to Srinivas, and you believe me, I do not have any idea how to start up my startup because I know I've already won a batch of two successful failures. Starting a startup is not that easy. And thanks to Ravi Garu, the kind of A hub you have built, believe me, today I saved my pocket. My two startups, I started with 5 to 10 lakhs and lost of all the money within the 6 months. Today I got it for so less price. I'm paying a rent for only my street. So the platform what you build the startup today I'm here. I came here in the November. Today I could dare to leave my job where I'm playing the role of CTO, and I'm confident that the mentorship that you people are giving. I'm reaching Srinivas sir now for putting any discussion. There is a mentorship here. There is everything available in this platform. You wherever you get an opportunity, talk to your friends, colleagues, express that what you can do, what this startup can do. Okay, and thanks to Startup Saturday for giving this opportunity.
Thank you. Thank you. We have ideas fine. But we have 2 minutes.
Okay, then I'll look for next
What
session.
idea or just yeah, we'll go for next session. Maybe that is fine. 2 minutes.
You can go ahead.
Whatever.
Actually, I got an idea just yesterday. I was looking on, and the idea is I don't know, coincidentally has a lot to do with introduction session. As you asked many people how you know about this and how you reach to this event. So I'm trying to put a big idea in with the smallest words, fewest words. So the idea is like if you want to find employee for a company, or you a employee wants to find his interesting field or a company, you go to directly go to LinkedIn and get a network of people. But what about university? Universities connect for students. Let's say I'm a student at Andhra University. I only know the events that are taking place in my university. I don't know what events are happening in Bulle College or Geetam. I have no idea, no clue. Even great event, who knows is happening just today or in this month in some other part of the city, I don't know. So can we build a platform that we can connect all the universities, all the colleges in the entire India, like in a few clicks, I can find the like startup events happening. Let's say, for example, if you want to know startup events happening, so in a click I can know what are the startup events are happening in this month all over India, all over university colleges, so that if I know, at least if I'm aware of it, so I have a higher chances of getting near it. So through my idea is to create awareness, at the same time authentic content about these events and how to get registered for the events and everything. That's the idea. So thank you.
Have some thoughts.
Any suggestions and thoughts? I'm sorry.
So we have an announcement. We have an announcement. We have a guest who wants to make an announcement before we close the session.
Hello everyone, this is Bala from the studio. Firstly, I want to congratulate that being celebration of for 1 year. Congratulations to all the team. And I can see many familiar faces over here. Satish Garu, Varalakshmi Garu, I can see many familiar faces. Okay, so I'm here to discuss about something, as Ravija informed, that about the Google developer groups. We had a specific community which is supported by Google directly, known as Google Developer Groups and Women Tech Makers, a special platform for all the women where everyone can come together to share their experiences and their thoughts, not only to the tech and non-tech as well. So it's something like an open source community. And in what we do in GDG is that we'll be having a both most of them will be talking about the tech stuff and all, like Android, Cloud, Flutter, most of the Google products we say. So we'll be connecting with all the Google developer experts around the world, not only in the India. We have many GDs out of the country also. So we'll be connecting to them to discuss, to share your opinions, or if you have any doubts, you can directly connect with them. We are the bridge where we do events for students and professionals also. So this time, actually, we'll be having an annual event called as DevFest, Developers Fest. So in Vizag, it will be in the month of November. Usually we do in the month of November. And in this month of August, we are doing IO Extended. IO Extended is something, the new features which was given by Google. So, like what modifications are done in Google and recent updates, what features they are released now. So we have a special evening for that to discuss about the new features given by Google. So that is on August 5th. It is at YBS Smooth Auditorium. Thank you, Ravi Garu, for the support. He is the one who supported us for that. And Satish Garu also, till now, the events what we have done in this year is supported by Satish Garu also. Thank you so much, sir, for that support. So now he's Sampath, my core contributor and organizer for GDG. He also shares like yes, yes. Taste Fest is also will be on maybe in the month of October or November, not yet.
October 14th, Usha Rani
Oh yes, Usha
Rani
candidate.
talk is likely to be on October
Likely,
14th at AMD.
yes. Of course, we'll be giving the further updates soon. So yes, Sampath also wants to share something with you.
I think Bala covered most of it, but then we'll be very happy to have you guys over there. Of course, someone actually told the count of events that I have had for startup, startup Saturdays. I think it was 26, if I'm not wrong.
26.
Okay. We are not that consistent. We have 6 to 7 events all spread across the year, and we have 3 flagship events. One is the Dev Fest that Bala and Ravi Garu are talking about. Another one is International Women's Day that we hosted some time ago. We had about 300 participants and we hosted it in Geetham. And similarly, we hosted 500 people for Dev Fest as well. In a similar fashion, we will be hosting a lot more people this year, and we will be happy to have you over there. Professionals, we have people coming from all over India, and we have speakers, professionals speaking in lot of these sessions. We even had Ravi Garu in some of our sessions. Thank you so much for sharing everything. And yeah, Alok Garu was actually closely collaborated with us a few years ago. He still does. You can still go to him and ask questions, and he will help us. So we'll be excited to have you there, and we'll share you the links to WhatsApp groups and everything. Thank you so much. That's fine. Thank you.
So Alok is still a good person. Well, thank you for that. And as we close the session today, a few announcements. Our next Startup Saturday session will be on August 5th, and it will be the 27th. So moving on to a new year. And we have a few changes to the program. Okay, you will get an update on the group, on WhatsApp group. If you're not on the WhatsApp group of Startup Saturdays, please contact one of our volunteers here. They'll add you to the group. A small reminder, we'd like to bring it to your attention that there is a hackathon. We talked about it already, coming up, being conducted from 29th and 30th of July. That's on renewable energy. So please let others know. Please participate enthusiastically. We have fun stuff happening on these hackathons. They happen every 2 months. This time it is on renewable energy. Thank you, and I wish you a very delightful weekend. Enjoy. There are snacks outside, and please come and join us for a photograph.